There we are. I think. I hope. Hello, everybody. Hello, Lauren. Happy Wednesday. I was about to be late today, actually. I kind of fixed the mic, I think, because the last time I received a little bit of complaints about the fact that the audio was bad, and it actually was. Hi, Masa. Hello. Welcome. How are you doing? So let me know how is the audio. If the audio is better than the last time. I'm trying to figure it out, but it's not easy. Hello, Janek. How are you doing? Welcome. I hope everything is well with you. Owen. Hi. I'm so glad to see you all here, guys. I was fearing that I was about to be late because, like, literally up until a second ago, I was still trying to fix things, and my computer even needed an update. I'm doing well, Janek. How are you? How did your exams go? How's everything? So, honestly, I always plan so many things to tell you guys when I go live, and then I'm like super excited and I freaking blank. I think I should just write it down. Oh, thank you, Owen. It's almost about to fade. It looks very blue on camera because my hair is wet. I just washed it, but it's fading a lot. I don't know what to do with it, actually. I don't know whether I want to keep it like this or just bleach it. I made a poll on YouTube, and many people asked or just expressed their wish for me to go darker. The fact is that when you bleach your hair, it's like such a commitment, and it's not easy to just go for a dark hair color. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you find it good, Maza. The last time it wasn't as good, in my opinion, and but I am super concerned about the white noise. Like, my computer makes a lot of white noise, even though it's like new. It makes a lot of bzzz sound that I don't really like, but yeah, I'm trying to sort of figure it out. It's not easy. I'm not very expert in streaming, but definitely one day I will get a mixer and hopefully stream with my Rode NT1A mics. That would be cool. Also, yeah, I don't think I have it as omnidirectional anymore, and I think that makes a little bit of a difference because it actually catches the sound just directly here in front of us, and it just doesn't really catch the sounds from all around as it did before. Like, as you can see, it's like just focused here, and that should prevent all the mess from intoxicating us. My hair is always perfect. Just kidding. But for doing it myself, I'm pretty proud, actually. It's not easy to fix hair, especially when you do it at home. So, hi Nadia, hello. Everybody, please subscribe to Relaxing Sleep ASMR if you haven't already. Tonight's video is gonna be a collaboration between her and I, so I am super excited. The video is divided into two parts. Part number one is Nadia performing a super relaxing scalp treatment, and then part number number 2 is gonna be me. And also our super relaxing scalp check. Oh, what am I even saying? I'm so excited. I'm sorry. That is gonna be me performing the treatment, but like her scalp check with all the scraping. I'm not gonna spoil her, you guys. You just gotta watch. It's gonna be bomb, 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 bomb. Hi, Lauren. How are you doing? How was your writing yesterday? Did you end up writing something? I am so excited for tonight's collab, honestly, and I'm sorry that I kept you waiting, Nadia, so long. I've been the least professional lately. After the house painting, I still need to kind of get myself together completely. So it's a little bit hectic, but I'm trying my best. Also, I already know that, of course, thank you, Masa, for subscribing to Relaxing Sleep ASMR channel. I already know that one of my patrons as well subscribed to you, so yay. I'm always glad when we can get new subscribers. Oh, what does it mean that you shelved it? Like, shelf? I cannot really picture that. Forgive me. Yeah, luckily we got there in the end, but it was like a pain. Hi Brian, welcome. How you doing? Thank you for being here. You guys, I made a painting for my Patreon. I don't think I should show you, but like this place is a complete mess, and I was fearing that even my body was gonna be covered in paint, but luckily I'm clean this time. Oh, okay, shelf. It actually it makes so much sense. Like, shelf is a shelf, put something on the shelf. Yes. Literally, Lauren, I'm learning more from you lately than in years of university. Yes, her name is Nadia. So I am sure you're gonna love that her video. Yeah, you're gonna love our collab, and tomorrow there will be a part 2 of our video together on her channel. So I will be doing the scalp check, and she will be doing the scalp treatment. Painting is really amazing. I love to paint, but I always get so stressed out because I'm like, I want things to look realistic, and then they don't, and it's really bad when they don't look realistic. I even had to paint a rainbow, and I fucked up the colors, so it was like all messed, and I had to like paint it over. Hi Gemma, I really loved your story. Thank you for writing it for me. Really nice. I really appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. I even made a little preview of our video. So before the video begins, we have a 1-minute preview, so you see the structure of the video, and then again there is the full video that is like really pure bliss, you guys, pure bliss. And after the video, I actually have my mannequin head that is still soaked in conditioner. I should wash it. Masa, we don't reveal our real names here. I mean, Nadia is her real name, but it's a choice, so it's about privacy, you know. We keep our privacy safe here. I wanted to do some tapping for you guys, but I don't have any items, so I always end up tapping on this remote control right here. So how is your day? How was your guys' day? What did you do? And more than everything, what time do you guys wake up? I really need some early morning motivation, because to me it's super hard to wake up early. I'm really trying because I have so many things to get done, but it's so hard. Yes, Lauren, there is a lot of lovely content coming. Also, you guys, if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you now. I applied for the Tingle Con this year, which is a virtual convention for ASMR, where we can do like live panels. We can go live on Twitch, or you can create videos and or tutorials. And I applied, so I most likely think like my goal would be to do a green screen tutorial with DaVinci Resolve, even though like I'm not the best at DaVinci Resolve, but how I do it basically. And then a roleplay, maybe an ear cleaning or something. That would be great. But I'm like super nervous because I want it to be like perfect, and I am so excited that they actually accepted me. But there are some spots yet, so if any ASM artist wants to actually apply, you have to deliver your content by July the 1st, and the convention will be in the weekend between July 23, 24, 25th, I guess. Yes, you can apply. I think there was a format. If you happen to have Twitter, or I think also Instagram, you can follow Tingle Con account and you can find all the info. I don't really remember now, but I remember that I clicked the link, and then by there I just filled a format, and from there you can, there is, sadly there is a subscribers roof to have, like minimum subscribers count to have. I thought you had them, Brian, but I'm sure that next year for sure you will rock Tingle Con. Anyways, Nadia, if I happen to find more info, I'm gonna link it for you. But I think it's just a lovely opportunity. At first I was debated because I thought you had to have subscribers on YouTube and on Twitch. I don't have many subscribers on Twitch. I even gave up on Twitch actually, so I was a little concerned, but I asked the organizers, and they told me that you can actually have you don't have to have too many, like if you don't do Twitch it's okay. Oh, you're kind of close, Brian. I'm sorry that you're gonna miss it this year, but you're gonna surely get those subscribers. Yeah, it's like I think it's so important for an artist to participate, because you get in touch with other artists, and it's like, yeah, exactly. At first I was like intimidated because I thought you necessarily had to have a Twitch as well, but you don't actually have to have Twitch, so it's cool. It's cool. I tried to keep up with Twitch, but it was just too much. I really don't know how those ASM artists do, like keeping up with the channel and the Twitch and just survive and even live their normal lives. I can't. Yeah, it's definitely really cool. What's your favorite tapping sound? Do you guys like tapping with not long nails, short nails, tapping with fingers? What is your favorite? I personally, when I don't hit the mic, I personally really love the tapping with fingers, because it even adds that sticky finger value that is always so appreciated in my opinion. How do you guys feel about that? I know many people love tapping with long nails. I prefer scalp scratching with long nails, it's so satisfying. But actually the tapping with short nails, long or short, it doesn't really matter, I'm not a fan. But tapping with fingers is super great. I don't know if you've seen Tirar de Cuello. latest video, it was basically 1 hour of tapping that he was doing with his finger like that onto a Sharpie, I guess. And he was wearing this leather jacket, so there was the tapping sound like this kinda, and there was also the leather jacket sound that was super cool. And that video got me so many tingles, and I love when I get tingles from ASMR. Thank you, Owen. You're so sweet, and I so appreciate that you made it here, because you told me that maybe you weren't gonna make it, but you actually made it, and that's so sweet that you made it. I'm super happy you made it. The shades, are these the shades? No. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I was on his video. Yeah, he was wearing those Ray-Bans, and actually I saw that everybody was complimenting him on the Ray-Bans, and he was like, they were his everyday shades, and it was like so cool because everybody thought that it was like part of the video and or dress up, and it was actually he's a badass every day. And also it gave me some Matrix vibes. It was so cool. Thank you, Gemma. I hope you can join our premiere later in just the 30 minutes where there will be the real video. This is just a live stream, but in the premiere there will be the real video with Relaxing Sleepy ASMR and I partnering together. Yes, I really love his videos, and I don't know, is it just me, but like when there is the intro, I always end up whistling it like do 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 do. But with a whistle, I don't whistle here because I could really murder you guys' ears, and I don't want that. But it's just such an iconic intro, in my opinion. Okay, Owen, don't stress it. If you can make it, of course I am super happy. But if you can't, don't stress it, okay? It's okay. By the way, are you working? Are you at work? How is your day going so far? Today was such a warm day here. It was like super warm. I went for a 7-kilometer walk on the medieval part of my city, where there are still some walls that have been built in the Middle Age to prevent enemies to enter the city. And I know I was just trying to say, do not worry if you cannot make it to the premiere. I'm not saying that you're stressed. Maybe I expressed myself wrong, but I mean, if you don't make it to the premiere, it's okay. You don't need to justify yourself. That's what I was trying to say. So as I was saying, so I was walking on these walls that are like higher above the street, and it was so beautiful because you could see the entire city. Oh, Lauren, I'm sorry about that. I recently started walking more, but even started exercising less. I am kind of fed up of strength training and weightlifting, so lately I'm just trying to stay active by walking a lot. Brian, you must be in the Pacific area, correct? Because like it's so weird that we have such different, like in the morning when I say good morning you're like good night, and then now I'm like ready to sleep. This is literally my pajamas. I only have a face of makeup on, and it's insane that there is such a difference. And like I happen to experience this when I talk to people that live in Oceania, Australia, New Zealand, places like that. That like I'm like getting ready for the day and they're like getting ready for the night, and I'm like, I so wish it was already sleep time for me, because the best thing that I love to do is sleeping. So, oh, California, that makes total sense right now. Well, Lauren, you know that I wish that you could just be fine, happy, and be able to walk and do everything you like. Oh, relaxing sleep is more, Nadia. I did Zumba for so many years. I even went to like conventions and stuff. There is this very famous how's it called? It's called Rimini Wellness. It's this really famous convention here in a city that is like a few hours away from where I live, and it's huge. There is like all the fitness, all the members of the fitness industry go there. There is Techno Gym that is like super famous, and they create super advanced fitness gear and machines. They have a huge stand there, and there is an entire pavilion dedicated to Zumba, and there are Zumba people from all over the world, like really famous. I enjoyed it so much when I went, but it's like super crowded. I think that the pandemic didn't allow it to happen. Also, I'm too old now to actually go and enjoy. Hi Patrick, sorry for being late at saying hi. How are you doing? I hope all is well. Oh wow, Gemma, you really love McDonald's a lot. Do you know that I worked at McDonald's for 8 years? I know, Lauren, you do the best you can, and I just hope that things get better and better all the time. I noticed that like if I try to stay active, my pain is a little bit on the lower side. So Nadia, I am 31, turning 32, but I swear that I feel 80. Like I am exhausted by 9 p.m. I have aches all over my body, so it's like I feel such a granny. So yeah, I feel like even though I might not probably be anagraphically old, I cannot like take crowded places anymore. I remember that when I went to this convention, I was like 27, 25, 26, something like that. I went several years in a row, and I always felt like so out of place sometimes because I really hate crowded places. Patrick, video idea. I do have a lot of videos scheduled, and I usually do costumed or specific videos on Patreon, but let's see if it fits in my program. By the way, how old are you, Nadia, if you feel confident sharing? I always ask, but it's like, I don't know, I'm just curious, but I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable or something. But yeah, when places are way too crowded, I always feel a little bit overwhelmed. In fact, I did not struggle at all through the pandemic. I think I'm the only person in the world who actually embraced her loner life through pandemic. Oh, great, Gemma, I love when you create new stories. Thank you. So yeah, even like in this festival, there were like huge parties. There was like from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. It was all events, Zumba, fitness, anything, you name it, there was. And then in the evening, it was party at the beach, dancing, drinking, and it felt so awkward for me to be there surrounded by all those people. Yeah, as years go on, it really gets worse. Like, I remember when I was around my 20 something, I was uncomfortable around people, but I could kind of bear it, especially as I worked at McDonald's. I hated when the restaurant was crowded, but of course I had to get away with it. I had to survive it, until my body said, no, you're not going to survive it anymore. But that's a whole different story. So like now I am like fully loner mode. This past year I've only met my boyfriend because we live together, my parents and my brother, my grandma, my uncle, and 2 friends. Just 2 friends. And tomorrow I am meeting my best friend. We haven't met in over a year, and I'm like so anxious because I'm like, she knows about my mental breakdown and stuff, and I'm super like worried and concerned. So yeah, it's like giving me such anxiety, and I think that this pandemic made it even more amplified, if it makes sense. So now people are getting vaccinated, places are opening, and I see that people are starting to go out more, and I'm like, okay, can I just stay home instead? Hi Zaki, thank you for joining us. How are you doing? I hope all is well. Yeah, I'm so introverted too, Brian. I don't know. I never really attributed it to something in particular, but how can I say? I cannot take unpolite people anymore. Like, I think that probably working at McDonald's made it worse. But yeah, we're only missing Jessie, Lauren. So working at McDonald's definitely made it worse because people there are very unpolite because they think it's trash, so they behave like trash and they treat you like trash. So I think my tolerance went below 0 after working at McDonald's for 8 years. But now, like, I cannot take it. If a place is really crowded, I just want to run away. And it was like that as well before, but now I really cannot help but run away, like physically. Alright, Gemma, have a lovely evening. Goodbye. So we have 2 people from California here that actually do live in California. We have Zaki and Brian that do live in California. And then we have Lauren, who is originally from the Orange County but lives in Florida. And the 3 of you guys are super lucky because you live in super cool places. And Nadia and I live in places that are known to be super cool, but I wish I lived in a cooler place. I don't know about you, Nadia, but I wish I lived in a tropical area or somewhere where it's never cold and I can just swim into the ocean all the time. Patrick, as I told you before, I have my schedule for videos. I can see if your suggestion matches my schedule, but for specific requests I usually do customed or Patreon. So Lauren, I've been watching the OC my entire teenage years, do you think I not remember that you're from the place that I've seen on the TV? You know, for us here, every city has, like, Philadelphia, the movie with Tom Hanks, Phoenix, there was a band named Phoenix, Seattle, Kurt Cobain, um, um, Fort Lauderdale, Marilyn Manson. Uh, um, you know, we just associate places to like things we see on the TV. I think it's very easy for us, I guess. I don't know. But I remember that, like, I think it's like paradise there, so how could I ever forget that? Oregon. Oh, really? I've never seen much about Oregon. It's not like really famous, maybe. But I love, like, when I see in the movies those quiet places in the US. Like, I have in my mind, like, those endless countrysides of Nebraska. I think I would just want to live there alone, where I can film ASMR videos at any time of the day and no neighbors will be bothering me. And if I go outside grocery shopping, I might meet just one person, and that would be so cool. Crowded places are definitely not cool. Oh, and Zaki, I'm so glad you both are here. We're only missing Jesse. Where's Jesse today? So we have the three musketeers. But yeah, definitely, I think the downside of very wonderful places such as California and things like that is that they are too crowded and everybody wants to go there, of course, and so it's not easy to like live a quiet life there, I guess. So I understand. I think I would probably move as well. Pacific coast between the OC and Seattle. Oh, cool. So it's like in between. And is it far from, I don't know, LA maybe? Because I don't really know. I don't know where is Saki. We're missing him, aren't we? I thought he was joining. He's probably busy. There will be a next time with the three of you. So yeah, I don't really have a memory, like I don't really have it pictured in my mind, but there was a schoolmate of mine, which is actually her birthday today, an ex-schoolmate of mine who went to LA as an exchange student for 1 year, and she was in Santa Barbara, California, and I've seen the pictures and it was like so cool. But I remember that she told me that the eating habits there were really bad. In fact, when she came back, she was like super overweight and bloated, but then after a while she just got in her best shape. Back in shape actually, because she told me that like in the US, like everything is bigger and so are portions, so it's like, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of miles from LA to Seattle. I was literally, I didn't know, is Seattle in California? I didn't even know, because I watch a YouTuber from Seattle and she's always wearing like long sleeves and stuff, so I was convinced that in Seattle it was very cold. And having this conception that in California it's actually super hot, I even thought that Seattle was in a different state. So yeah, I don't know. Also, I was watching this TV show on Netflix called Virgin River, where there is like this beautiful, cozy cottage core-ish mountain place, and they're always wearing like cozy blankets and stuff like that, but they're actually in California, and they shouldn't be too far from LA from what they say in the show. And I'm like, No, LA is hot. It's hot weather there, and Virgin River is cold. It can't be that close. My geography mind makes things, comes up with things. Yeah, Santa Barbara must be very lovely from the pictures I've seen. Oh, so it's cold. It's actually cold. And Washington State, yes, I thought so actually. Okay, so borders of Canada, it's actually cold. It makes sense. I was actually watching another YouTuber's video who is also from Seattle telling me that they don't even have AC in their houses because it's usually so cold even in summer, so they don't need that, which is crazy. Well, actually, here in Italy, we didn't even need the AC for a long time. I remember my parents installed it back in 2002, but we didn't have it and we didn't need it. Then the temperature got a little bit higher throughout the years, so now we could not survive without the AC. And luckily in this house we do have the AC, but I've lived in rental houses where there were no AC and we would just have a fan, and you guys, it was crazy. I love the warm weather, but you need the AC sometimes. Wow, the desert. Like in LA, there must be everything. So cool. But I've seen like many people like moving to LA and then going back because they said that life was very chaotic there and they couldn't really handle it. So they actually went back to more quiet places. But I heard that if you like want to work in I don't know, in the TV, or even want to be a successful YouTuber, LA should be the way to go. And I mean, maybe because there is a lot of events, it's curious, but I don't know. I think LA life would scare me. I would love like to visit all the beautiful places like beach, mountains, desert and all that. But I don't think I would like to live in a chaotic place. Yeah, Las Vegas is actually in the middle of the desert, isn't it? Also, you guys, these two fingers are killing me. They hurt, so I just crack them like that and they stop hurting. But after a while they get sore and then I need to crack them again. By cracking them I just separate them a little bit and it feels better. But I don't know what is wrong with my fingers. This entire area is a desert. Yeah, true, they built cities on top of the desert. It actually makes a lot of sense, but it's like so cool. Like I've only seen desert in Brazil and it's so suggestive, but I don't know, like I was watching this TV show on Netflix. By the way, I always do watch Netflix all the time, so my entire life is based on Netflix. It was called Chambers, and I think they were in LA, but like really close to the desert. And no, wait, what state was that? There was like an Indian, how is it called? That place where only Indian people live? Like Native American, we call them Indians, but it's Native Americans. There was this place where they lived, and then there was this super fancy city with these super rich people, and they lived close to the desert. And it was so cool because you would see like these crazy beautiful houses, but also the wild nature of the desert, and it was really cool. Also, like in the movie Bad Batch, where people are like how can I say, they've been pushed away from society and just how can I say, rejected from society, and they were like designated in this desert area just for them. It was like really cool to watch. I bet it does, because when you're in the desert, actually a friend of mine has been in Vegas and told me it's like super hot, and that there is like a lot of sub like roads or walks or places that actually develop below the ground, because by doing that you can like bump on the AC and survive it, because on the ground, like outside, it would be too hot. So you just walk from one place to another, but never on the road outside, but always like underground basically. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, but I thought it was not like that anymore, Brian. Like here, where I'm not very educated on the topic, but I thought that nowadays Native Americans didn't live in reservations anymore. And they were like free, or not discriminated. But then I see some movies where I actually find out that they are still struggling. So it gets me confused, and it also breaks my heart if that is the truth. 125 degrees Fahrenheit, I bet. I don't even, I can never like translate it into Celsius, but it must be around 50 Celsius degrees if I'm not mistaken, which is a huge freaking lot. Wow. Yes, 5 minutes. Thank you, Lauren, for telling me. By the way, I was like rambling so much I even forgot what time it is. 5 minutes. Yeah, super excited for the live stream. Yeah, by the way, you guys, if you are here for the first time, basically we're gonna chill for another 5 minutes here, and then I'm gonna close the live stream and redirect you to the premiere that is about to happen. If you want to join, keep staying with us. We're gonna have a fancy nice live chat over there. So yeah, a super crazy ramble about all the things I don't know about America. But I honestly don't know if I would like to visit Vegas, because I think it's so chaotic. And also, this friend of mine told me that there is a lot of blinding lights, like all day and all night, and they just gave her tremendous headaches. So I don't think it's for me. Could live anywhere, but the reservation territories are still there, and many tribes occupy them under there. Okay, so it's basically their choice to be there, and they are like free to be there and do whatever they want, right? But it's not like they are in prison or something, right? 52 Celsius, OMG. I've never seen such a temperature in my life. And despite me liking the hot weather, I don't think I could survive it. So yeah, it only makes sense to actually live underground, because otherwise it would be very hectic. Wow. I've seen a video, it was not in Vegas, it was I think in India or something, and there was this guy walking on the street, and he was literally losing his flip-flops because they would stick to the asphalt that was like melting because of the heat. And I thought it was like 50 Celsius, around 50 Celsius. So oh my god, it's pretty crazy. I think the highest temperature I've experienced is 42 Celsius. That I cannot quantify in Fahrenheit, but like it's really hot, especially if it's humid. Here it's super humid. I don't think it's gonna be humid in Vegas though, because it's in the desert, so it should be very dry. And actually it's better, like you don't feel the heat as much when it's dry, but when it's humid you perceive the temperatures amplified, hotter in summer and colder in winter. And here we do have a lot of humidity, so it's crazy. But a cool thing about humidity is that it keeps you young looking, because you're always like very moistured. Like I'm turning 32, but like the only wrinkles I have is like here and a little wrinkle here. And I see many people of my age that are actually living in more dry areas that have way more wrinkles than I have. Like I never did Botox my entire life so far. I wish I could get it just to prevent these wrinkles from being too deep or getting worse, but I can't afford it, so I just embrace humidity, and yeah, I hope that it stays like that. I don't know. 107, so it's pretty much hot anyways, right? But it's not 125. At that stage, I think each and every single degree makes a major difference. So you guys, so the live stream is about to end and the premiere is about to start. So I am now closing this live stream right here, and I am readdressing you to the premiere. Don't worry, Nadia, I am now closing here, and I will see you at the premiere. That you should appear automatically, so see you there.